Now it's showing traffic. I don't know how that even works.
Because your kid is not talking about something doesn't mean they don't want to.
Do the best that you can to just sit and ask questions, and open-ended ones like, how are you feeling about school starting? Is there anything that you are excited about?
One great help, she says, concerning back-to-school issues, establish a routine and stick to it. Jim Taylor, KCBS.
KCBS News Time, 8:13. We've got another sports update coming up in just 2 minutes.
Fine jewelry from Shane Company makes a great gift because it has so much sentimental value. It can hold a memory, carry a story, or signify a special event in your life. We design our jewelry in-house to ensure every piece is crafted to the highest standards, and we back that up with our free lifetime warranty. Whether you get a diamond necklace, a tennis bracelet, or a stunning 3-stone anniversary ring, Shane Company's classic styles have a beauty and elegance that will be appreciated forever. We also have trending new styles, like our 14-karat gold zodiac charms, fun paperclip chains, luminous opal earrings and pendants, as well as a truly special, limited edition collection featuring cherry pink tourmaline, sourced by Tom Shane. Make your gift even more special by personalizing it with a birthstone or an engraving. Capture your sentiment with a gift from Shane Company.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and ShaneCo.com.
Natural disasters happen every year. Fires, hurricanes, tornadoes. And with that, your most important moments recorded on VHS, camcorder tapes, and 8mm could all be gone in an instant. Cherished moments like your wedding, baby's first steps, family trips to Yellowstone, lost. Enter Legacy Box. Digitizing your old media with Legacy Box protects your irreplaceable memories from the threat of natural disaster by digitally preserving them onto thumb drive, DVD, or the cloud, so they're safe forever. Legacy Box is the safest and easiest way to preserve your past, which is why it's been trusted by over 1 million families. Send Legacy Box your home movies, photos, and film. Their team of trained professionals will do the rest right here in the U.S. For a limited time, Legacy Box is offering a radio-exclusive offer on digitizing all your media. Visit legacybox.com/value for an unbelievable deal on protecting your memories. That's legacybox.com/value. Coming up on KCBS, the dispute over what really happened to Russian warplanes at an airbase in Crimea.
We are checking the sports line at 8:15 off to the Bay Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk and Joe Hughes, and we've got more people on the Trey Lance bandwagon.
Yeah, it's been bandwagon so far. Tomorrow the 49ers will kick off their preseason schedules. They take on the Packers. The Niners are going to have 3 preseason scheduled games in the span of just 12 days. So that's going to require some juggling for 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan and the coaching staff. They want to make sure guys are going to get ready for the season, but also making sure that new QB Trey Lance is getting the needed reps to hit the ground running this year. This season, Lance spent some off-season time working out with wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. The pair trained together in Southern California with former NFL wide receiver TJ Hushmanzada. He joined 95.7 The Game and says the work that he saw from Trey Lance has been very impressive.
You don't have to say that about Trey Lance. Trey Lance was out here training too. And so as much as BS was out here working, I saw Trey Lance out here putting in a ton of work, and that's why I thought on record, I believe Trey Lance will have a good year.
Hushmanzada says he can see how dedicated Trey Lance has been to trying to be great.
He was out here grinding, and I saw that. I believe he's going to have a good year, and if he doesn't, it's going to be for lack of preparation and him not putting the work in. He got out here in Southern California, and he worked his tail off, and I expect to see results.
No practice for the 49ers today. They will have their final walkthrough ahead of tomorrow night's game. That'll tip off at 5:30. And then on Monday, the 49ers will fly to Minnesota. Next week, they're going to have joint practices with the Vikings ahead of their second preseason game on Saturday. From the Sports Desk, Joe Hughes, KCBS.
There are many window and door innovations available for your new home or remodel, but nothing can compare with Anderson Big Doors. These stunning choices are featured at Dolan's showrooms in Burlingame and Walnut Creek. Imagine bringing the outside in a big way with all the energy-saving features of Anderson windows and doors, like the really big outswing patio door and a host host of Anderson options. Call for a Dolan's showroom appointment. Visit dolanlumber.com for more information.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana. Taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you, with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Nature Valley has helped restore access to 10,000 miles of national park trails, and we're on our way to restoring even more, because every mile is a new memory. Life happens out there. Nature Valley. KCBS News Time 8:18. The 6-day forecast is coming up, but let's help you get to work first with Kim Wonderly.
All right, Melissa, we're looking at North Bay traffic. This is coming up into Santa Rosa. This report brought to you by Dolan Law Firm. Northbound 101, a 4-car crash, very quickly cleared, but it is slowing traffic. This is just a little bit north of Todd Road, so was blocking a couple lanes, but they got it off to the shoulder, according to CHP. However, the Chilton Auto Body collision cam is seeing about a mile's worth of slow traffic. So North 101, as you head a little bit north of Golf Course Drive, there's the brake lights out till you get past the crash site. Southbound side of 101 coming down through Santa Rosa from College Avenue to Highway 12, a little bit south of that, is also very slow. Let's take another look at the Bay Bridge. Not too bad this morning. The backup at the tolls, it really hasn't grown much longer than the West Grand merge out to the metering lights. After that, a little bit of sluggish traffic entering the tunnel, but you're on your way after that point. Still looking at slow traffic coming out of Mountain View. There was a couple problems earlier on. They're gone now, but North 101 still slows from 237 most of the way through Mountain View. Once you get up past, say, Ringsdorf, that's where things begin to loosen up. And you're probably still going to see this crash off to the side in San Jose. This was on northbound 880 just before you get to First Street. 3 cars got into it. They were quickly cleared off to the shoulder, but we're still seeing sluggish traffic on the northbound side as you make your way up from, let's call it right around Washington. The Bascom turnoff, you'll see sluggish traffic out to the former crash site. Well, Dolan Law Firm, representing people injured by the fault of others and by unlawful workplace discrimination and harassment, with offices throughout the Bay Area and LA. Dolan Law helps fight injustice. That's dolanlawfirm.com. Your next update, 8:28 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Mancini Sleep World 6-day forecast, introducing Sleep Match exclusively at Mancini Sleep World. Here's KPIX5 meteorologist Jessica Birch.
Hey, good morning. Daytime highs today still remaining above average. Pretty much everywhere in the Bay, actually. San Francisco's getting up to 70 this afternoon, 83 off in San Jose, 75 in Oakland. And for our friends off in our inland East Bay, well, that's where we're going to be seeing a huge change within the matter of only a couple days. We're still in the upper 80s for now this afternoon in our inland East Bay, but as early as Monday, we're jumping up into the upper 90s. So about a 10-degree jump within the matter of a couple days, and we are going to keep a very close eye on that as high pressure continues to dive its way into our area, keeping us dry and warm as we extend into this weekend and into early next work week. I'm meteorologist Jessica Birch with your KCBS KPIX5 first alert forecast.
Traffic coming up to the 8s and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
KCBS News Time 8:21. Yesterday, Ukraine's Air Force said an attack destroyed 9 Russian warplanes at an airbase in Crimea. And although Russia denies the attack even happened, and Ukraine officials aren't specifically taking credit for it, there is speculation this may escalate the war. For more on this, we are joined on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline by Andrew Jenks, professor and Russian history scholar at Cal State Long Beach. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. Russia annexed Crimea almost a decade ago. Why does this area continue to be so strategically and symbolically important in this conflict?
For Putin, the annexation of Crimea in 2014 was a key moment in legitimizing his rule. He solidified his power as a result of the annexation, which occurred without bloodshed. And as a result of that, his popularity surged. So the fact that Ukraine is taking, apparently, the fight to Crimea represents not only a serious escalation of conflict, but also a direct challenge to Putin's authority within Russia itself. Putin does not allow this to stand. So this is really a very significant event, I think.
Why would Russia deny this attack occurred? satellite photos showing the damage there?
Well, it is the usual kind of obfuscation and denying and lying because it's such a sensitive issue. Because Putin has claimed that, look at me, I was able to occupy Ukraine and bring it back into Mother Russia, that it's really difficult for him to acknowledge and to admit that perhaps this occupation is now under challenge.
So would this indicate a shift in Ukraine's favor in the war, even if Ukrainian officials aren't specifically taking credit for the attack?
I think it does, and I think what it also represents is the guarantee that this war, if we already hadn't realized that it's going to last for a long, long time. Eastern Europe, the general part of Europe, is being turned into a perpetual war zone.
The question about Crimea always is, which way does the population lean? There is a split there culturally, right?
Well, there is a split. I mean, Crimea is a really difficult, it's not a slam dunk case in terms of does this belong to Ukraine or Russia. Not to get too deep into the history of it, but Crimea was part of the Ottoman Empire, the Turks. And it was only integrated into the Russian Empire under Catherine the Great. And then it was populated primarily by Slavic peoples, but also by German people that were part of the Russian Empire, Mennonites and others. And so the ethnic makeup of it is very mixed. It also has a significant population of Crimean Tatars, that people who are descended from Turkish peoples that controlled that area. So it really is up for grabs, and it's not exactly clear that it has the right to belong either in Russia or in Ukraine.
All right, well, we thank you very much for taking a few minutes to talk to us. Andrew Jenks is professor and Russian history scholar at Cal State Long Beach. It is Money Watch time on KCBS. Pressure is building back on homeowners, and Jason Brooks has the details.
Well, as the mortgage rates rebounded higher last week after the 30-year fixed rate tumbled below 5% for the first time since April. Freddie Mac says the 30-year rose 23 basis points to 5.22%, following big swings in Treasury yields on the Fed's second straight 3/4 of a percentage point rate hike. Yields dropped mainly on investor expectations of a slowing economy, but the stronger than expected July jobs gain helped boost optimism in the economy, lifting yields higher, and mortgage rates are heavily influenced by the 10-year Treasury note. Freddie Mac says in the report that although mortgage rates continue to fluctuate, recent data suggests that the housing market is stabilizing as it transitions from the flurry of activity during the pandemic to a more balanced market. Stock market getting a lift from inflation once again, not growing as fast as it did in June. The producer price index, which tracks wholesale side inflation, is actually down 0.5% from June, and while still hot and growing nearly 10% from a year ago, that was down from more than 11% growth in June. The Dow's up 195 points, NASDAQ up 11, it just dipped into negative territory. That's mainly because of Tesla. It's stock down about 2%. The S&P right now up by 18. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
T-Mobile believes customers deserve to get more without paying more. Everything from entertainment benefits like Netflix and Plus, to travel benefits, to scam shield protection, all with taxes and fees included. So the price you see is the price you pay. When you're a T-Mobile customer, you get over $225 in value every month in benefits with our Max Family Plan.
That's like paying for nosebleed seats, getting to sit in the front row.
That's right. At T-Mobile, your family gets over $225 worth of value and benefits with our Max Plan each and every month. Plus, with our price lock guarantee, we won't raise your rate plan price for talk, text, and data ever.
That's like paying for a cab and getting a stretch limo.
At T-Mobile, you get value beyond the expected.
Search required value based on included monthly benefits, sales tax, and mandatory fees, including Max's monthly price. Price lock guarantees rate price and talk, text, and data for new accounts with qualifying service. Exclusions apply. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey guys, if you had a problem with your plumber, would you wait 6 years to have it fixed? If your car's engine started to misfire,
backyard into your own personal paradise. You can get outside, enjoy the sunshine, fresh air, and nature in your own private sanctuary. From backyard patios to pool decks, outdoor kitchens and driveways, Mr. Papers can design and create your dream hardscape. And you'll be surprised at how affordable it is without sacrificing quality. Mr. Papers is Diamond certified and an ICPI installer. Book a job before the end of the month, and you will receive 20% off. And free demolition. Call Mr. Papers at 833-MR-PAVERS. That's 833-MR-PAVERS, or go to MrPavers.com. Make your outdoor spaces comfortable and stylish as your interior with Mr. Papers. Call right now. 833-MR-PAVERS. 833-MR-PAVERS, or go to MrPavers.com today. Get out of the house and enjoy all that your beautiful outdoor living space has to offer with Mr. Pavers.
KCBS News Time 8:28. Kim's back in your local Honda dealer's traffic center with an update on your drive, including this crash in Santa Rosa. Yeah, they sure made quick work of this, getting this out of 2 lanes of traffic, but this is northbound 101, just a little north of Todd Road, so the activity still off to the side with these vehicles being towed away. That explains the slow traffic as you come up just a little bit north of Golf Course Drive, so you're in a bit of heavy traffic till you get north of Todd. Opposite end of the bay, this is an ongoing road project. If you're heading south of Gilroy on South 101, you'll be stuck in this as folks have been daily because of this concrete pour. So they're doing some repavement here. South 101 between Highway 25 and 129, the Sargent Bridge. So only one lane is open, one lane's blocked, and that pavement project goes on until 10 o'clock this morning. Let's go back to the Bay Bridge and have another look. Not too much has changed, just slowing from the end of the east parking lot or just from the West Grand Merge. The rest of the way into San Francisco, it's a little crowded here and there, but moving well overall. Your next update, 8:38 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Warmer today, also sunny and breezy compared to yesterday. Highs from the 60s beachside, 70s and 80s bayside, upper 80s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on KCBS.
This is the Eye in the Sky Traffic Watch, brought to you by Ring Central.
This is Neil, your eye on traffic, and today looks like a doozy. You want my advice? Ditch the commute and connect on Ring Central. They put call, meet, and message all in one app, so you can connect with anyone, anytime. I'm hearing from Chet in the studio. You're breaking up, Chet. Looks like you should have called on Ring Central.
Ring Central. Simpler communications.
Replace your windows and doors with Marvin. Go to replacementmadeeasy.com.
News that matters to you. Around the Bay, around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9 and AM 740. KCBS.
It's Thursday, August 11th, 2022, coming up on KCBS. I'm Alice Wirtz. In a post-Roe world, a study looking at outcomes for women who were denied an abortion.
Police investigator reported rape on the Stanford campus.
And we're getting new information on the FBI search this week at Mar-a-Lago. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melissa Colross.
And I'm Eric Thomas.
KCBS News Time, 8:31. We get the latest now from CBS News.
CBS News Brief. For the first time since March, AAA says the nationwide average of a gallon of regular gas has dipped below $4. Drivers rejoice.
Pretty darn good. I mean, I'm happy, and I mean, it needs to come on down.
I think it's an excellent thing. I think it's about time.
The government says producer prices fell from June to July. Reports say an informant led the FBI to documents at former President Trump's Florida home. CBS's Robert Costa.
So many people right now are making conclusions, not knowing exactly what the FBI has in terms of archival materials they've taken from Mar-a-Lago and what the DOJ's grand jury is doing on so many other fronts.
In Evansville, Indiana, at least 3 people were killed when a house exploded. Nearly 40 other homes nearby were damaged.
I was just hanging out on the couch, watching some TV, and window come in right behind me and blue glass on my hair.
The cause of that blast is not clear. CBS News Brief. I'm Steve Kathan.
KCBS News Time, 8:32.
Well, after the Supreme Court's decision reversing Roe versus Wade.